Welcome back, adventure seekers. We are standing in front of the atomic bomb dome, and this was the only building that remained standing after the atomic bomb hit Hiroshima. So it wiped out 70% of the buildings in the area, and this one remains standing.
Only one that stands from August 6th, 1945, and yeah, it's a sobering reminder of when everyone gets the wrong idea and peace and harmony aren't put first, and command and conquer are put first over everything else. So yeah, it's a bit eerie being here, if I'm honest. Like I've been, you know, I'm quite big into my World War II history, and like to be standing here at like one of the, you know, main sites where the Second World War ended, that huge conflict ended, is, yeah, it's a little bit eerie, a little bit sobering, and just sort of reminds everyone that priorities are sort of peace and love, more or less. Like, might sound a bit simplistic, but they're definitely better than bombs and carnage. So yeah, we're standing here sort of just reflecting on that piece of history, and
yeah, checking out what's left and remains. And they've had a few projects to make sure that they can keep this structure going. So the last one was in 2021, and again, it's all about remaining peaceful and really keeping that in the front of our minds.
yeah, so there's a bunch of donors that regularly contribute like donations to fund the refurbishment and basically just to keep the building from collapsing. So yeah, good on those people for keeping this vital piece of history
Standing strong.
Standing strong, yeah.
So here we are at the Shukkeien Garden.
Just got 2 tickets in. It's 260 yen to get into the garden if you just want to walk around the garden. There is an art museum as well, and it's 520 yen per person to get into this garden. Obviously, being here in the middle of January. Obviously, being here in the middle of January, the garden is a little bit barren. You know, there's not a lot of things flowering at the moment because it is cold, but it is still a very quaint, gorgeously landscaped area in downtown.
Piece of paradise in the middle of Hiroshima.
Yeah, exactly.
And Shukkeien means shrunken garden in English.
Shrunken.
Shrunken.
Not sunken?
Shrunken.
Shrunken, okay.
There you go.
This is a little mini garden, which is cool. Here we are, we just pulled up next to the lake, the main centerpiece of the garden.
Yeah, and apparently there's lots of tea houses around the garden.
That's because one of the garden's curator was a famous tea maker. Is that right?
I don't know if you just made that up, baby.
No, I'm pretty sure it was. I read on the little board as we came in that
He's a tea lord,
Asano Nagakura, or Nagakuri, Asano Nagakuri was the curator of the garden, and yeah, this is his sort of masterpiece, more or less.
He was the feudal lord, and the other guy, Ueda Soko, was the chief retainer and the well-known tea master who landscaped the place.
Soko.
You were half there.
I was half there. Half there.
We're about to walk around along this tiny little bridge.
Very cute little bridge. And the kois are coming straight up to us because they think we've got Jats crackers ready to feed them. So behind us is a pretty famous tree called the ginkgo tree.
So this was the only tree that survived the atomic bombing in 1945.
It's pretty remarkable. You can actually have a look at it, and the roots down here, you can see where the blast has pushed it out this way. It's pretty much on sort of like a 40-degree angle.
And its seeds have been sent around the world for world peace.
So we have walked through the, I don't know which end of the garden that is. I think it would probably be like the northern end of the garden, if anything. I could be completely wrong in my orientation here, but we'll just go with northern. And we're into this tranquil little back area. But we've been past like a whole bunch of different little memorial pieces from the atomic bomb, which have quite a lot of significance. And, you know, in amongst all the, you know, heaviness of that particular event, we find ourselves in this very, very amazingly beautiful garden. I've been to a few gardens in Japan before, and this one is right up there with the best of them. This one's just so well manicured and so pretty, and every little detail's sort of taken care of. And although it's not like, you know, springtime and everything isn't floral and blossoming and gorgeous like I can imagine it would be in sort of the, you know, when April, May sort of comes around, but it is absolutely stunning to walk around.
Quite a sight to see, all the waterfalls. It's so nice to have the peacefulness amongst the busyness of the city.
How many times have you done your shoelaces this trip now, baby?
Oh my God, if I had a penny for every time I had to do my shoelaces up, I'd be a rich woman.
So we are here in the middle of the garden, pretty much the mantle centerpiece of the whole garden, the Kokyo Bridge, and it runs from the north to the south of the gardens, and it's said to connect the two like heaven connecting to earth, and it's in the shape of a rainbow. So we climb the rainbow to make it to heaven. Climb the rainbow. Come with us, let's go.
Whoa, it's steep.
That's what she said. Whoa, it is real steep. It's proper nut.
It's on a bit of a slant.
It is.
And we are now at the top of the garden, in the center of the garden, halfway between heaven and earth.
I'll do a full 360 and show you the whole garden. Try not to fall in. But no, it's really cool. This is, you literally, the best view of the whole garden is at this point right here. You can see absolutely everything. It is awesome.
We started the day with a meditation, and I feel like that really set the tone for a beautiful garden experience.
Meditation and a few lines, you know, morning thoughts, gratitude lines, and yeah, it's kind of all come together right at this point right now.
So let's enter heaven.
Let's enter heaven. So we just tried to get into the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum, but we missed it by 5 minutes, spewing.
It's closed. We got this sign as we came to the door, so it was a no-go.
Yeah.
So we are scrapping that, and we are walking back through the memorial park.
If you're here, I would definitely, you know, experience the whole thing and go into the Peace Museum. It's definitely part of the whole program. But from us here at the Adventure Seeker team, we bid you sayonara and good luck, and we'll see you in the next one, guys.
See you next time.
Excuse me. Have we just finished filming and your shoelace has just come undone in front of the Peace Museum?
It was just, you know, wanted me to stop one last time to reflect on the peacefulness.
Can you please do that?
Of the place. Can you please do that up?
Can you please do that up?
Can you please?
Can you please do that up?